Hello, snakes. My name is Dante, and today it's Podcast Tuesday once again. And you know, it's still Kaldheim isn't out, but it will soon be out as a pre-release on Friday, and on Thursday it's coming out on MTG Arena. So you should check it out. So Kaldheim's nearly here, so yeah, let's just review the 10 coolest spoilers for the Foretell mechanic. Yeah, so let's just head into the combo of the week, which actually features a Foretell card. Mystic Reflection, Avenger of Zendikar. So, it's not really actually I just read it and it's not really an infinite combo. But it is a nice combo. I didn't specifically say it had to be an infinite combo. Because what it does is, for Mystic Reflection, it's a 2-mana instant which allows you to choose a non-legendary creature. Next time one or more creatures or planeswalker enter battlefield this turn, they enter copies of the chosen creature. If you pair it to something like Perforos or Impact Tremors, you can actually kill someone with this combo. It's not infinite, but it's actually a killer combo. Oh, hi Carter, how are you? And what happened? Oh, that's good. Nice! Good for you. Good. Well done. So let's just get back to the combo, which if you pair it to something like Perforos, the original Perforos, or Impact Tremors, it can actually kill someone off or multiple people off because it's Foretell for 1 mana or 2 mana instant, or 2 mana without Foretell. So you can choose a non-legendary creature. So the combo, how it works is basically you have Avenger of Zendikar. Respond to the trigger by casting Mystic Reflection, which hopefully you have foretold. You do that, then that means you'll probably do it by turn 7, which you have 7 lands. There you go. Create 7 Avengers of Zendikar. Like that, yeah. Create 7 Avengers of Zendikar. These 7 Avengers of Zendikar each create 7 plant tokens, or like the amount of lands you have. More lands actually creates more, basically, and basically it's like a square. Like you basically get X plants squared, where X is the number of lands you control squared. And you get Avengers of Zendikar equal to the number of lands you control plus 1. So it's not really a infinite combo, but it is a nice combo to have, as it can create you if you do it by turn 7 with 7 lands, there. Or no wait, turn 8 if you have it foretold. You can't do it by turn 7. You have to do it by turn 8 as a minimum. So you actually you have 8 lands. Yeah. Alright. 8 lands. You have Avenger of Zendikar trigger. So jump the Mystic Reflection. Creates you create 8 5/5 Avengers of Zendikar. Then their triggers jump, they create 8 0/1 plants. Which means you end up with 64 plants. If you pair with Perforos, you deal 128 damage to everyone. Or if you pair it with Impact Tremors, 64 damage to everyone. Both of them, you just do 192. So, yeah. That is actually 192. Wait. I'm gonna calculate that. Yeah, it is 192. Yeah. So it is actually one powerful combo. Except that the only the only bad thing it's not infinite, but it is a killer combo. Is then when you play a land, then that's when they grow. So this is the combo of the week. So I mean, it's not infinite, but it's a nice combo you should try. So let's just go in to number 10. Doomscar. 5 mana sorcery to destroy all creatures. And yeah, you can foretell for 3 mana. And so basically, it's a very nice board wipe because you can cast it for 3 mana, which is kind of cheap because considering 3 mana board wipes aren't very common. Like for example, I mean we've got Bontu's Last Reckoning, but then it won't allow your lands to untap next turn. So yeah. When and the Foretell makes it very good. Like you can span it out over 2 turns, and you can cast it cheaper. I mean, it costs you 5 mana either way, but the thing is that you can span it out over 1 turn or 2 turns. So yeah, this is a very nice card. I like it. Nice board wipe for commander. So yeah, let's just go in to the simple number 9, and it is Quakebringer. 5 mana 5/4 Giant Berserker, which doesn't allow your opponents to gain life. During your upkeep, deals 2 damage to each opponent, but only triggers if Quakebringer is in the battlefield, or if Quakebringer is in your graveyard, and you control a giant, and you can foretell it for 4 mana. I mean, foretell plus cast, it's more expensive than actually casting it, but you can, you can span it over 2 turns, which allows you to cast it on turn 4 rather than turn 5. And that's very nice because, I mean, it could be I was thinking, this for burn? And I'm like, but then I just noticed, I mean, it would be a bit too expensive. 4 mana, I mean, if it were 3 mana that foretell cost, then that would have been a better cost. 4 mana for foretell, I mean, it's only going to see standard play. And standard is now chaotic, so I mean, unless if you play arena, just stay out of standard. I honestly suggest you that you should stay out of standard if you're not playing arena. I mean, you could go and play historic in arena, but most people have stuff for standard, not historic. So yeah, Quakebringer's a number 9. Very nice card, anyhow. So let's just go into the Golden 8, which is Battle Mammoth. 5 mana 6/5 Elephant with trample. Whenever a permanent you control becomes the target of a spell or ability an opponent controls, you may draw a card, and you can foretell it for 4 mana. It's like Quakebringer, but it's a 6/5 green creature rather than a 5/4 red creature, and has trample. And like it's basically like it's basically like Leovold, but it's basically like Leovold but with foretell. I mean, I'm kind of surprised Leovold got banned in Commander, and they're gonna make this card. I mean, they're probably gonna give it another Commander ban, but I don't know. I mean, they may or they may not. I mean, they probably banned Leovold because you can have him as a Commander, and you can't have Battle Mammoth as your Commander. So this probably won't get banned. So yeah. Also, it's 5 mana or 4 mana for the foretell cost, rather than 3 mana. So yeah. and does not restrict the opponent to draw only one card. Which I mean, you've got, we've got Narset for that, and I don't know what else. Oh, Notion Thief, which actually allows you to draw the card instead, or the new creature that makes you treasure instead of making them draw cards. So yeah, basically that. Let's just go to simple number 7, which is Cosmos Charger. 4 mana, free horse spirit with flash flying. Foretelling cards from your hand cost 1 less and can be done on any player's turn. So this is a very nice card. So yeah, it's very cool because it allows you to foretell by paying 1 mana rather than the usual 2. And like rather than foretelling on your turn, like you have leftover mana, you can just go end step of the opponent, just spam free foretell cards, probably, in exile, or just put lots of cards in.
What was that?
And so yeah, this is a very, it's like you get to exile lots of cards from your hand, and like lots of foretells, like yeah, it's very nice, and you can like foretell cards at the end of the opponent's turn without them knowing, like it's unexpected. Yeah, it's a very nice card. Also, flash makes it very nice as well. You can even foretell him. That's why I put him in the main 10 as number 7 in the list. So let's just go into number 6, which is Vengeful Reaper. 4 mana, 2/3, Angel Cleric with Flying, Death Touch, Haste, and Foretell for 2 mana. So yeah, again, I mean, most of the foretell cards are actually 1 mana more expensive if you add the foretell cost to the normal cost. So yeah, so, I mean, but then this card is one amongst the few to actually match the price of that, and like it's very nice card. Yeah, because I mean, it's probably going to be playing some red-black aggro decks and stuff like that. Like, I mean, probably Rakdos Death Shadow in Modern might end up using this card because it basically allows you to, yeah, Rakdos Death Shadow basically allows you to, has like lots of aggro cards, like I don't know, yeah, Monster Spear and Bombat Career. So I mean, you could foretell and then cast Vengeful Reaper. So this is kind of aggressive because Flies has Death Touch and also Haste, makes it ever more dangerous. So yeah, this is nice. So let's just go in to the number 5, which is Scorn Effigy. This is probably going to see Pauper play because this is actually the only card which grants you, which actually makes it cheaper if you foretell it rather than just a normal cast. So yeah, this is like a very nice card because yeah, what is it's basically 3 mana 2/3, Scarecrow, yeah. With Foretell 0, so you can, so basically you just pay 2 mana, and boom, it pay 2 mana, and then next turn you get to cast it for free. So I mean, it's like kind of like suspend 1 for only 2 mana, like kind of like something like a Rift Bolt or something, because you can skip paying 2 mana and instead cast a spell during the next turn. And like it's actually very nice. I mean, it's since it's common, it may see pauper play. So yeah, I mean, it could have some potential. So yeah, let's just go in to the number 4, which is Poison the Cup. 3 mana instant, destroy target creature. If this spell was foretold, scry 2. So I mean, you can foretell it for 2 mana. So I mean, it costs you 1 more to do the foretell and then recast, but has a bit of color fixing as well, which is not bad, yeah. I mean, not sure if anything else had color fixing. No color fixing, no color fits, no color fits, no color fits, no color fits. It's nothing. This actually does a bit of color fixing and grants you bonus for foretelling it. I mean, there's this one other card which is which grants you a bonus for foretelling it, where instead of putting 1 into battlefield and 1 into your hand, I think it was, I don't know, it puts all of your creatures there onto the battlefield, like of the same type, like from the graveyard. But the thing is that it's not really good, so I didn't put it in the list. I mean, it's one of the mythics apparently with Foretell. Like, the thing is that it's normal is 6 mana, but Foretell is 7 mana. So I mean, it's actually, you're paying 3 more to foretell it, only for the bonus. This is just 1 more, but it fits as one of your colors, so it's not really that bad. But it grants you a scry 2. This is like a better murder, at least. That's what we can see. I mean, I'm not sure if it's going to replace stuff like Murder's Rider or I don't know, what was the other card? I think the other card was, if not Murder's Rider, yeah, Hero's Downfall. This might be a potential replacement. I mean, it can't hit Planeswalkers, that's the thing. I mean, the foretelling can grant you a scry 2. So this is a good removal. So I mean, yeah, we can't say it's not. So that's why I put in number 4. Yeah, it's actually gonna have a bit of competitive potential. So let's just go into the golden free, which is yeah, remember to have you on Toray. And you know, this is actually a very great card because I mean it's 3 mana instant that grants you X 2/2 zombie berserkers, where X is the number of non-token creatures that died this turn, and foretell for 1 mana. So basically, you know, the good thing about Rise of the Dead Marn is like, again, it's doesn't change anything if you foretell it or not. But the foretell for 1 mana allows you to unexpectedly cast it when it's the opponent's turn after killing lots of your creatures and their creatures. You bring up that, and there you go. Or just, since it's very cheap, like you can get like turn 5 do a board wipe, or like, oh, wait a minute, nah, turn 5 you do a board wipe, like for example Damnation or Wrath of God, and yeah, and then after that you bring up Rise of the Dead Marn. There you go. You just create lots of zombies. So this is a very nice card. I like it. So yeah, why not use it? This is a very nice card, and I like it. So let's just head into the number two card. Like the Foretell for one. It's kind of like Mystic Reflection is actually very nice and yeah, nice. So let's just go into number two, which is Auron's Epiphany. 7 mana sorcery. Create 2/1/1 birds. Flying. Take an extra turn after this one. Exile our Auron's Epiphany. Extra turn cards are always good. And this one creates tokens as well, so you can at least do something in that extra turn if you don't get anything good. And you can foretell it, so I mean, set turn, it could make it a bit cheaper, like 6 mana instead of the usual 7, even though foretell plus cast it's 8 mana. But you're spanning it over 2 turns, so yeah. Also, Auron's Epiphany is very nice because I mean, I like extra turn cards. I mean, it grants you like extra time and stuff like, for example, stuff like Temporal Manipulation, Time Warp are nice cards. And I mean, Auron's Epiphany is also kind of nice. It's kind of like Karn's Temporal Sundering, I think it was called. I don't know. Where basically allows you to take an extra turn and bounce makes anyone gain an extra turn, bounce a non-land permanent, and then exile Karn's Temporal Sundering, but you could only because it was a legendary sorcery instead of being a sorcery, you know, like, which meant you needed a legendary creature or planeswalker to cast it. So yeah, I mean, Auron's Epiphany is a nice card, and I like it. I mean, it's kind of like stuff like Nexus of Fate. I mean, Nexus of Fate, the thing is that as soon as it hits the graveyard, shuffle it back into a deck. So even when you cast it, it shuffles back into a deck. It doesn't exile itself upon cast. So hit the graveyard, then it hits the deck. So why don't we just go into the number one card, which is Kaldheim Unleashed. 4 mana sorcery, which allows you to create a 4/4 Angel Warrior with Flying and Vigilance. But if you foretold this card, create X of those tokens instead. And your foretell is double X and 1 white. So at least it deducts, like, at least it costs you 1 more if you do foretell and cast. I mean, you have to span it over different turns. But you're color fencing. And not just that, you are actually you could summon the potential for more angels for each 2 mana you're paying for. It's basically like a Decree of Justice and Entreat the Angels, which require doublets and a certain amount of mana. Like Decree of Justice is doublets and 4 mana. Or if you cycle it, it's X and 3 mana, which creates soldiers instead of angels. Decree of, that was a decree. What was that? Oh, I forgot. I just recently said it. Oh yeah, Entreat the Angels. It basically is a double X and 3 mana, which allows you to create X 4/4 angels, but then you could miracle cast for X and 2 white. So it's actually potentially better than all 3 of them. All 2 of them, I meant both of them. But I mean, this is actually nice because like you can foretell it, then you just cast it. There you go. Like you just summon lots of angels. At least it's strictly better than Sarah Angel and could compete with Archangel Everything. So yeah, this is a very nice card, and I like it. So why don't we just go into the bonus section? Because yeah, the bonus section. So yeah. Dream Devourer and Carfell Harbinger are the honorable mentions for the podcast. So we have Dream Devourer, it's a 2 mana 0/3 demon cleric, which grants each non land card in your hand without Foretell. Foretell, which is equal to its mana cost -2. So basically, it allows you to so basically you can just at least it doesn't deduct anything. I mean, I could put it in the main thing because he doesn't have uh, Foretell himself. But then whenever you Foretell a card, Dream Devourer gets +2/+0 until end turn. He didn't have Foretell, so I didn't put him in the main 10. So I put him as an honorable mention. Similarly to Carfell Harbinger, which is 2 mana 1/3 zombie wizard, which allows you to tap for blue, but only spend it to cast to foretell a card from your hand or cast an instant or sorcery spell. So these are the honorable mentions for the podcast. I mean, so yeah, and so basically, Dream Devourer, it's a very nice card. I like it. So I mean, because you can get to foretell random stuff from the hand and then recast them, cast them. Like you can allows you to span the mana over 2 turns, which is nice, and I like it. So, congratulations, you've reached the end of the podcast. So why don't you like and subscribe and follow if you haven't already? So yeah, and share with friends. Stay tuned to my next videos, streams, and podcasts. Podcasts will be live every Tuesday, so stay tuned to them at 4 p.m. GMT. So remember that time. Stay tuned to them. Watch my other videos too. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. And bye.